The result was not awful. It was ghastly. At the focal point of the cross beams, a searing globe of plasma obliterated the terror dogs and the building in a wave of heat and light. The marshmallow monster burst in a massive cyclone, spraying molten marshmallow over the rooftops and the Ghostbusters. But as they stood speechless, covered in sticky gunge, the sky opened up and the flaming gas and carbonized ash was sucked straight up into the center of a whirlwind of air. God Gozor was defeated. The Ghostbusters had won. Then, a faint scratching came from the charred terror dogs. Cracks appeared. Venkman tore them open, and Dana's face appeared bemused and blinking in the sunlight. Venkman freed her, while the others released a bewildered Louie from the other terror dog. As they all left the building, they were greeted by a deafening ovation from the populace, jubilant that the great ghost plague was over. Venkman waved back to the cheering crowd. He knew that one day in the future, these people would have more trouble with more ghosts and creatures that go bump in the night. And who will they call upon? Of course, the Ghostbusters.
Rainbow.
The Rainbow Theater presents Howard the Duck? You can read along with me in your book. When you hear this, turn the page. Let's begin now. The universe is a vast span of limitless space, punctuated by countless worlds, where every possible reality exists. Reality on any one world is mere fantasy on all others. Here, all is real, and all is illusion. What is, what was, and what will be starts here with the words, "In the beginning was Howard the Duck." In his shabby little apartment on Duck World, millions of miles away, out amongst the furthest galaxies, Howard the Duck switched on his TV set. Slowly, a picture came into focus.
Oh, no. It's not enough I gotta spend a boring evening parked in front of the boob tube. Now there's nothing on but a boring old soap opera. Why does nothing exciting ever happen around here? I have a good mind to... Hey, what's going on?
Howard's whole apartment had begun to shake. Suddenly, there was a loud explosion and a blinding flash. Howard shot across the room and smashed through the apartment wall. Up he flew above the buildings and out into space until the 2 moons of his home planet were left far behind. He hurtled past glittering stars and asteroids, and then he began to tumble down toward an eerie greenish-blue world far below. Screeching like a banshee, he plummeted down towards the lights of a strange city. Down and down he went, and finally landed with a bump in a dark and dingy alley. In this alley, there was a rock club, and inside the club, an all-girl group called Cherry Bomb had just finished performing. Beverly Switzler, the lead singer with Cherry Bomb, was just coming out into the alley. Without noticing Howard, she began to walk towards the main street, and then she stopped dead in her tracks. Two dark figures stood in the shadows, blocking her path.
Say, you sing real good, baby.
Yeah, and you look real good, too.
Thanks. Now how about getting out of my way?
And what's your hurry? Why don't we have our own private show right here?
No! Stay away! Help! Somebody help me!
Beverly's cries stirred something deep within Howard's feathered breast. Suddenly, as the punks wrestled Beverly to the pavement, he let out a chilling yell.
Hiya! On my planet, we never say die. We say kill.
Out leapt an enraged Howard, posed in the traditional fighting stance of a master of the duck world martial art of quack fu. A quick kick sent the smaller punk sprawling into a pile of trash. A deadly chop to the throat left the other gasping against the wall.
Hey! This guy's crazy! Let's get out of here!
Oh, no, wait for me.
As the two punks fled down the alley, Beverly got to her feet.
Wow. Thanks a lot. Say, are you really a duck?
Sure, I'm a duck. Where am I?
Cleveland.
Never heard of it.
It's in the United States of America.
The United... Say, what planet is this?
Why, Earth, of course.
Holy duck! How did I get here? You gotta help me.
Okay, take it easy. Relax. Where do you live?
On Duck World. And I gotta get home.
You'd better spend the night at my place. You can tell me all about it, and first thing tomorrow, we'll go over to the Museum of Natural History. I know a guy there, Phil Blumbert. He's some sort of animal scientist. He'll know what to do.
That evening at Beverly's apartment, Howard told her all about his mysterious journey to Earth. Next morning, bright and early, they set off for the museum. Phil Blumbert could hardly contain his enthusiasm when he saw Howard.
Look, I think I can explain what happened. I belong to a research group headed by a man called Jennings. Last night, we were carrying out an experiment in the Aerodyne lab using the laser spectroscope to take a reading from deep space. We must have accidentally hit your planet, and...
Terrific! Why, you dumb son of a mallard!
I'm really sorry, Howard. Well, let's get over to the Aerodyne lab right away. We should be able to send you home the same way we brought you here, with the laser spectroscope.
When they arrived at the lab, they found the place in a shambles. Alarm bells were ringing, and fires were raging everywhere. Out of the smoke staggered a young scientist.
What happened, Wilson?
It was Jennings! He activated the laser spectroscope a second time. Something else was drawn down to Earth, only this time it was something terribly evil. There was a massive explosion. We don't know what happened to Jennings. The police have been notified. They've got the whole story. Here they are now!
Okay, nobody move. Hanson, grab hold of that alien.
Hey! I demand a lawyer! Doesn't your planet believe in equal rights for ducks?
Lieutenant, Howard is harmless, but there's another creature around here somewhere, and...
Oh, yeah? Hanson, take this guy in the duck suit downtown and lock him up until I can sort out this mess.
What's the charge, sir?
Impersonating an alien.
Hanson and another policeman led Howard out of the lab to where a police car was waiting. Beverly followed. Suddenly, Howard gave a blood-curdling yell and leapt into action.
Hi-ya!
Help! Help! Get him off me, Hanson!
Well, that takes care of them. Now I'm in a worse mess than ever. If they find me, I'm a dead duck. Hey, Bev, look! There's someone over there, in the shadows. Okay, don't shoot. I give up.
I won't harm you. I'm Jennings. You must be the first alien we brought down. Listen to me, both of you. I saw the second alien, and it's evil. It's inside me. Now, it's taking me over.
Jennings, you've lost your marbles. We've no time for all this. We've got to get out of here. Come on.
When the music stops, turn your cassette over.
I just love that duck.
Howard grabbed Jennings by the arm and pulled him towards an empty police car with Beverly following close behind. They got in. Jennings started the engine, and they sped off down the road. Suddenly, Jennings screamed.
I'm slipping away! Help me! That creature has got control of me! It's taking over!
Can't you wait until we reach a rest stop? Look, there's a diner over there. Pull over.
The car skidded to a stop in front of the diner. Inside, Jennings began to act very strangely. He picked up a glass of water, and it began to boil in his hand. He gulped down the steaming liquid as Howard and Beverly watched in amazement. His body glowed frighteningly, and his eyes gleamed. Then he spoke.
Jennings is dead. I am a dark overlord from the nexus of Somnus. The laser spectroscope released me from the regions of demons and brought me down to Earth. Now I am going to draw the other dark overlords down, and together we will destroy all life on this planet. I leave you now, Howard, but I'm taking the girl with me. I shall need her.
The alien grabbed Beverly and hurried her out of the diner with Howard in hot pursuit. There was an unattended truck outside, and the alien bundled Beverly inside and drove off at high speed, almost running down Howard in the process. The Dark Overlord was now completely in control of Jennings' physical form. A slimy, eel-like tentacle protruded from its mouth, and it fed on electrical energy from the truck. Beverly stared in horror.
What are you going to do with me?
We are going back to the lab. When I bring the Dark Overlords down to Earth, I shall need a body. Your body. The Dark Overlords cannot exist on Earth unless they have a body to grow in.
Howard wandered unhappily back to the diner. At that moment, there was the wail of police sirens and several police cars drew up outside. Howard hastily dodged into the bushes. Several policemen piled out of the cars and entered the diner. And then, suddenly, Howard spotted Phil Blumbert, sitting handcuffed in the back of one of the police cars. Cautiously, he sneaked over to the unattended car.
Phil, is that you?
Howard! They arrested me! I'm gonna have a criminal record!
So what? You and everyone else on this wacky planet will soon be dead if we don't stop Jennings. That demon from outer space has taken him over. He's going to bring down more monsters so he can conquer Earth. And he's kidnapped Beverly.
Howard, if what you say is true, he'll head back to the plant to use the laser spectroscope.
Of course it's true, you bird brain. Now use that expensive education of yours to get us out of here.
Okay, now listen. Just down the road, there's a small plane parked in a field, an ultralight. If it weren't for these handcuffs, I'd fly it myself. But I can't, so you're gonna do it.
Me? But I don't have my pilot's license.
Trembling with fear, Howard managed to get the ultralight airborne. How he did it, he never knew. But just 15 minutes later, they landed outside the lab. Carefully, they made their way to the room containing the laser spectroscope and peeked inside. Jennings was bending over the spectroscope. Tied to a metal table beneath the lens was Beverly. Howard clenched his beak.
Howard, you can't fight him with your bare hands. You'll need a weapon. You can use this. It's a neutron disintegrator. It'll blast the alien to Kingdom Come. But we've got to hurry before he sees us.
Too late, Philzy, old boy. He spotted us.
A searing ray from Jennings'